friends, Debbie here with Debbie Gets Crafty. Happy Friday. Let's go ahead and get right to it. We're going to focus in on finishing up this section of flowers right here, so let's zoom on in. How are you? I am great. It is Friday. Fry-yay. So let's go ahead and get cracking. I am filming this on a Sunday, but you're seeing this on a Friday. And I hope you've had a great week. Let's go ahead and throw a little bit more in there. Why not, right? Why not? This is the lowercase a light lavender. So we'll get started. I'm going to work down here. I hope you've had a great week. I hope the weather has cooperated. I hope you have some nice plans for the weekend. You just go ahead in here and there we go. Today is Friday, so we've been having salmon for dinner on Fridays. I don't know why, it just seems like we've been eating more salmon because Todd, has to have more fish. So we've been eating more salmon, and we just so happens that we've been having salmon on Friday night, so we started to call Friday night fish night for dinner. And we've been typically having it with unbleached jasmine rice and a salad. And it's so good. And Todd doesn't do, a whole lot to the salmon. He bakes it. And all he does is just a little seasoning and puts it in the oven. And it comes out so nice. Delicious. And then if we have leftover salmon, he'll make himself, I'll make myself some, like a tuna salad sandwich with canned tuna. And he'll take the rest of the salmon, break it up, and make it into a salmon salad. And have that on whole wheat bread. We've been having a lot of turkey burgers on the grill too. We got this little tabletop gas grill. It's so cute, and he paid next to nothing for it. He got it. It was a clearance item that he saw on Walmart.com. And it's a nice little grill. Comes in really handy. Tabletop. Just big enough for the two of us. We could even cook for, if there was another couple here, we could comfortably cook food on this little tabletop grill. And you know what? It's just another something in our arsenal for if anything happens weather-wise and we're without power, we can still cook. We have our regular Coleman stove that operates with propane. This little tabletop grill, outdoor tabletop grill, it works off of propane, the little, fat little bottles that you can get, the Coleman propane. That's just another way, if heaven forbid we lost power for some reason, that we can cook. So, and then of course we have our little fire pit that we have. So if we needed to, we can always grill on that too, because it does have a grill grate on that. So, and if we wanted to bring it, like if we were going to go fishing or something, we can always bring it with us. If you go to like a public area or our favorite campground, there's places where you can go fishing. Oh, I have a couple more here that I want to do. And a lot of the places have like the public grills that you could use, but they're always so gross. And I know you could put, some foil on them, some aluminum foil on them, but yuck. We can always bring our little gas grill, and we know it's clean. So there's that. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and work on the lowercase b. There we go, and so that's what we're doing. This is coming out so nice. I'm listening to the raindrops outside. I'm filming this on a Sunday. It's 12 noon. And it's been a gentle rain outside my window. And I love it. Let me go ahead and put a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Todd and I keep talking about next year. Hopefully we'll be able to do a little camping. And the great thing is, since he's retired, and you know, hopefully by then, by next year, you know, he'll be healthy enough he could do this. He said, you know, I could go up to camp, and while you're working and the dog will be here, I can go up, and the tent that we have, our tent is what they call a cube tent, and what it is it actually uses one of those easy up outdoor canopies. You put that up first, and then the cube tent is the shell of the tent, and it clips to the 4 posts on each corner, and that's your tent. And it's the neatest thing. And actually one person can set it up, and he said what I can do is, because we only camp about a half hour away from where we live, he says I could go up in the morning, you know, as soon as we're allowed to get on the campsite, I can go up and set the tent up, and when you get out at 7 o'clock, we could just head right up to camp and start camping. You could put the beds together and stuff, and because that's what I do. I get the beds together, and you know, I put we have the foam floor mats, so I get those all together and stuff. But he said I can put the tent together and get the screen house up, and then this way we'll have that all set, and then I'll come back, and then, you know, we can all go back up together. So that's exciting. We're hoping to be able to do that next year. Not going to do it this year because we're just feeling that Spoto is still too young. And we, you know, with Todd, just literally a month, 2 months from having his heart attack, you know, we just don't want to do that this year. So this year we're on a pause with camping. We were on a pause last year because we just got Spoto. So he was really just a baby. But he's gotten so much better, so mature now, and much better listener. We just have to test to see how he would be in a tent with our inflatable beds. We each have a twin size inflatable air mattress. One of the, you know, they're double high, so they're easy to, you know, sit on and get up from. So we're just wondering how he'll be with that. That's why we keep toying with the idea about maybe in the autumn setting the tent up. We have 2 tents. We have one that, our good tent, and then we have one that we got for just in case family or friends happen to want to camp with us, and if they didn't have a tent, we'd have a spare. And so just to be able to have a spare, and we were thinking about maybe putting the spare tent up with our mattresses and see how he does with that. Let's see here. Looks like we're done with that. So our little patch of flowers is done. Awesome sauce. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. And so toying around with that idea. But that won't happen until like October, when it starts to cool down again. So we have about 5 minutes. Let's get started on this leaf right here. See if maybe we can't tackle that leaf. It might take us a few minutes longer, but that's okay, right? It's Friday. Friday. There we go. A little bit more wax on my pen. So yeah, that's what we've been talking about lately, and having that grill, if we wanted to bring that with us, we could always do that as well. We actually, when we used to camp, when we lived in New York State, we used to go camping a lot. And we had this tripod that had this grill grate on it, and you could raise it and lower it towards the open flame. So if you wanted to cook something closer to the fire, you would just lower the grate down. And if you wanted it to cook a little slower, you would just raise that grate up. And we had that for, oh my gosh, for as long as we went camping. And but we haven't had that, in years. And we've been toying around with maybe getting that as an alternative as well. It's always good to have. And they're fairly inexpensive. I mean, it's just a metal tripod with a chain with a grill grate, that's all. So they're not really all that expensive. And they're a nice little piece of equipment to have as well in your camping accoutrement. But with Todd, setting up camp, going in the, setting up camp and everything, it saves time that, so this way we'll be able to enjoy the site a little longer. And what we would do would be to, we used to, this was years ago, way before Todd's heart attack, when we wanted to go camping, we'd go to the local supermarket, to their hot deli counter, and get like a pre-fried chicken, like one of those chickens that they fry up at the hot deli counter. And then like a small thing of macaroni salad, a small container of potato salad. And that's what we would enjoy on a Friday night when we set up camp. Well, since Todd's heart attack, we can't do that anymore because, well, fried chicken, that's a no-no. So we'll just plan on maybe, bringing some sandwiches, some sandwich meat, some turkey, some wheat bread. And we'll enjoy that up at camp when we get there and set up, the rest of camp. Plus, it works out because Spoto sits in the back seat. So he, the whole back seat, that's his area where we're all in the car. And with Spoto in the back seat, that takes up room. So with Todd going and setting up early, he can lower that seat, pack the car up with as much stuff as he can to set up camp, and then, put the seat back up and we can bring Spoto. Because we live so close to camp, we can take an extra trip back to camp and, do all that stuff when we go to break down and stuff. So, That's why we like camping where we camp. Anyway, we're done. Friends, we're all done with this section that we wanted to do the past couple of days. So that's awesome. Thank you so much. This is coming along really nice. Look at that. That is coming along so nice. So next week, we're going to move on up to this section and we'll work our way across. And I want to thank you so much for stopping by. It's been a great week. I thank you for your support. As always, please hit that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're working on. And let me know if you've ever been camping. And if you do camp, do you prefer tent camping like Todd and I? Or do you prefer camping with a little bit more luxury in a camper or a pop-up or what have you? Todd and I love to go what we call glamping, which is tent camping, but we like to use the electrical site and we like to use, all that. We even bring a little projector and we have a little projector screen that we put inside the tent. So when we go in at night, we can watch a movie. We have a little DVD player that I hook up to the projector and we watch movies while we're there in the evenings. So we like to do that, a little, glamping, camping with a twist. So let me know if you camp, how you like to camp, a tent, a trailer, a pop-up. And I love to know that. And let me know how you're doing. So friends, also, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate your support. Please hit that bell notification. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. And until I see you again for another WIP and Chat, I want to say thank you so much for stopping by today. Have a wonderful weekend and happy Father's Day to all you dads out there and all you moms who've had to take on the role of dad as well. You're true heroes as well. And I want to thank you all. God bless. Have a great day. Take care. Happy crafting. Bye now.